What's up, you scallywags? And that, okay. When I was thinking about like saying that, I realized that it was a good idea. But then when it kind of like oozed out my mouth like verbal diarrhea, I realized that was a bad idea. Welcome to Reel Me In, a movie podcast where you didn't really ask for it, but hey, I'm gonna give it to you anyways. This is a podcast where we talk about anything, everything, well, anything about movies. I'm your host, Chase Lee. Let's get this started. This is a big show, guys, and I'm excited to talk about everything, including the Golden Globe nominees for 2014. They were released this week. I want to give you my thoughts on those. There's 3 trailers that came out. I want to talk about the whole Sony thing and what it means for Spider-Man. Give you my review of The Imitation Game, and of course the box office results for the weekend. But before we do that, I have a sponsor for the show today. It's CobraCoins.com. They specialize in creating fully customized coins for any occasion. You can create something unique that you can call your own. These coins are collected by video gamers and movie buffs everywhere. Seriously, like you can put anything on it. You want to put some Marvel stuff on there, Star Wars shit, let's do it. Cobra Coins is trusted by many police departments around the nation, not to mention the U.S. Coast Guard, the Air Force, and even your neighborhood-friendly Walmart. Create your customized coins today at CobraCoins.com and receive a 10% off by mentioning my name, Chase Lee. CobraCoins.com, cold-blooded, high prices. I always like saying that tagline. Alright, so, first of all, how you guys doing today? You guys doing pretty good? Did you guys see any movies this week? Well, no? Oh, okay. Is there any foreign people listening, like people outside the U.S.? I'm actually curious to see who actually listens to this show. So comment below if you are not from this country. I'd like to know, like, why you listen to me. So let's get started on this week's episode, guys, because, like I said, there's a lot to talk about. We'll start with the trailers that came out. The first trailer that came out was Inside Out. This is the new Pixar movie. It comes out next year. They didn't have a movie this year, which is really strange because they've had a movie every single year for quite a while now. And this was the first year in a long time where they didn't have any release. But next year they're going to have 2. They're going to have Inside Out and the dinosaur movie. Okay, so apparently Sons of Anarchy is outside my house because that was a loud-ass motorcycle. Anyways, Inside Out, it looks awesome. This trailer was super funny. It's very quick and witty. And it looks like Pixar is going back to their original form. I love it. Basically, it's the emotions inside this little girl's head, inside her parents' head, and like we follow those characters. It just looks so good. It's just an ingenious idea. I can't wait to see it. Pixar, I still like you. So whatever you pump out, I mean, seriously, you want to make that movie, the movie called Carl the Talking Toilet, like, you could probably make it work, and you would probably be nominated for an Oscar, which is really sad, but Pixar will watch anything you do. Inside Out looks amazing. It actually looks like the potential to be the best Pixar movie they've ever made. Yeah, I said it. Alright, so for the second trailer that came out was Mad Max Fury Road. Now, I covered the first trailer a while back on this podcast, and it was the Comic-Con trailer. And this was like the first official trailer that dropped. Holy fucking shit, this movie looks great. It's shot well. The colors are so bright and vibrant, but like this movie's about like degrading people of society. Like, it's so weird, but it looks so just beautiful, man. Like, it just looks great. I love the action scenes. I love the fact that Tom Hardy doesn't have a single piece of dialogue in this entire trailer besides his voiceovers. Oh my god. I really want to fucking see this movie. I'm speechless. Watch the trailer. If you have not seen the Mad Max trailer, what are you doing? Please stop listening to this. I beg of you. And please watch that trailer. So that one was awesome. Third trailer is Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. And it looks funny. It really does. And I'm looking forward to it. I was one of those chumps back in the day when in 2010 when the first one came out. I really liked it a lot. And I had a lot of fun with it. I love Rob Corddry and Craig Robinson. So yeah, man, Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Let's do this. So those are the trailers that came out this week. My quick thoughts on them. They're all 3 amazing, I think. And I cannot wait to watch all of them. Like, they all come out next year. 2015, guys. It's going to be a titch year. Like a real titch year. So those are the trailers that came out. Comment that places Ruffle my voice and let me know what you thought of these trailers that came out. I'd like to know if there's any hopeless soul out there that liked the first Hot Tub Time Machine, the first one, more than I did, and is looking forward to the sequel just like I am. So that's it for the trailers. Let's get into the Sony thing. If you guys have not heard by now, Sony, the movie studio, has basically had all their shit leaked. Emails, scripts, movies, and stuff. And it's from a hacker organization called the Guardians of Peace. And they released a lot of stuff. Were we supposed to, look at this stuff? No. But I'll guarantee you most of us saw all the emails firing back and forth between the Amy Pascal, who's one of the chair people of Sony, and a bunch of producers and filmmakers and stuff. And the reason why I bring this up, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I will watch anything they do. I mean, I love my fair share of like independent films and stuff, but Marvel's like the one company I can like look forward to like just to create pure entertaining films. I really like it, so Sony has Spider-Man, and they have the rights to Spider-Man, and they make his movies and stuff. Fox has X-Men and Fantastic Four. Marvel has everything else. Sony has not been doing a good job with Spider-Man as of late, and they're going to hold a huge Spider-Man summit in January to kind of like figure out what the hell they're going to even do with him. In those emails that were hacked by Sony, mentioned that they were talking to Marvel, and they were extremely close to lending out Spider-Man for a Marvel movie. My question is, why in the hell do you not do that? Like, seriously, Sony, you are in the shitter right now. You are swimming in 8 feet, like, deep of shit right now. You need to, like, expand a little bit. Because apparently everything that you do Spider-Man-wise is not working. So why don't you lend your character out to Marvel, and why don't you make people trust you again? Like, seriously, like, I like the first Amazing Spider-Man, but I hated the second one. There's some aspects I liked, but overall I did not like it. The original 3, I love the first 2. The third one, not so much. So, I honestly don't know what to say. Like, Sony, you need to get your shit together. Yes, was the hack terrible? Yes, it was. But it kind of like showed us as film fans the light, like the peek behind the curtains, if you will, of what you're fucking doing with Spider-Man right now. You're treating him like a mangled piece of meat that the cat like got into like last week, and they're just kind of like dangling outside the porch. It just let Marvel get it for a little bit. Seriously, it will get people's trust back in you to see another Spider-Man movie. Okay? Just that's all I'm asking. Like, seriously, if any Sony executive or worker is listening to this podcast, and like, I know someone's probably got like a gun to your head and they're like forcing you to listen to this or die, so thank you for choosing my podcast to listen to instead of dying. But if you're listening to this, lend out Spider-Man for God's sake. Please. Do us all a fucking favor and just make us trust you again. By doing that and lending out Spider-Man to a Marvel movie, it'll get us more pumped to see the next Spider-Man. It honestly will. And that's my whole take around about this, because I haven't really spoken about this, because I've read all the emails, but I'm not going to get into it. But as far as like Spider-Man going to Marvel for a little bit, that'd be great. And the reason why I bring all this up is because there is a rumor floating around that if Marvel does get Spider-Man for a little bit, they're going to recast. Rightfully so, because Marvel wants, their own Spider-Man. They don't want Andrew Garfield. Even though Andrew Garfield, I think, is a pretty good Spider-Man, they're gonna try to recast him. So I think that's for the better. But that's my whole opinion on this whole thing. Sony, just please get your shit together. Okay? All right. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the meat, everyone. The Golden Globe nominations were announced this past week. Now I'm going to go through the major categories for movies, not TV. I don't cover TV on this podcast because I got movie in the fucking title and not television. So I'm going to go ahead and just go by each individual category, all nominees and stuff, and I'll give you my pick and what I think will win and what should win. Okay, so let's start. We'll start with Best Screenplay for a Motion Picture. We have Wes Anderson for The Grand Budapest Hotel. We have Gillian Flynn for Gone Girl. And we have 4 different Spanish writers for Birdman. We have Richard Linklater for Boyhood. And we have Graham Moore for The Imitation Game. What will win? That's tough. I think Gone Girl has a shot. I think Birdman has a shot. I think those are the two that are in the front right now. What do I want to win? I'm kind of on the fence. I either want Gone Girl or Boyhood to win, but that's just me. All 5 of those are really strong screenplays, but for my pick personally, I would want Boyhood, but I think Gone Girl actually has a shot. But if Gone Girl has no chance, I'm gonna say Birdman for sure. So those are my selections for Best Screenplay. Best Director for a Motion Picture, Ava DuVernay, Selma, Wes Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Alejandro González Inarritu, I really fucking butchered that, for Birdman, David Fincher for Gone Girl, and Richard Linklater for Boyhood. Who will win? I think it'll be Richard Linklater for Boyhood. Who should win? That's a toss-up. I think Richard Linklater could be proven, like if you had like an argument for him to win, I'd be totally down for it. But I can also see an argument for Alejandro for Birdman. So I don't know. It's really tough. I think Richard Linklater should win for Boyhood because what he did was it was a very good achievement in directing in terms of shooting over that 12-year gap and stuff. But Alejandro for Birdman shot this, seemingly one-take movie. I mean, you could tell where it was broken up, but that's impressive. The dark horse is actually DuVernay for Selma. I haven't seen Selma, but I've heard so many great things about it and what she did for that movie. So it's a toss-up between those 3, but I think they're going to pick Linklater for Boyhood. If not, Birdman's got a close second. But that's just my pick for Best Director. I really like all 4 of those movies because I've not seen Selma, but they're all deserving in there, so I have no complaints. Linklater for Boyhood. Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture, we have Ethan Hawke, Boyhood, Robert Duvall, Robert Duvall, The Judge, Edward Norton, Birdman, J.K. Simmons, a.k.a. Farmer's Guy, Whiplash, and Mark Ruffalo for Foxcatcher. Whew. I did not see The Judge, so Robert Duvall, you can go away. I don't think you deserve to be there anyways. That's a lie. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen the movie. But I hear everyone that saw The Judge said Robert Duvall was great, but that movie did not look like it was award-worthy of anything. Who will win? I think J.K. Simmons has got this in the bag, and I also think he's got this for the Oscars as well. Who should win? J.K. Simmons. That performance scared the living fucking shit out of me. J.K. Simmons will stare you in the face, and he will tell you to drum faster until you're bleeding, until you're sweating. And that's the way I feel like when I'm paying my bill on Farmers Insurance, because he's the spokesman and he's on the front page. So every time I go to Farmers to pay my bill, I go online, I press enter, and he pops up. And I swear to everything, I hear JK in the back of my head going, "Hey, motherfucker, pay your bill, okay? You're worthless." I'm just like, "You're right, JK. You're right." And, if someone, gets mad now, they can't use the phrase, he was JKing, because then it sounds like he was just kidding. So, they're going to have to really work around that, but, J.K. Simmons, man, that was a performance that you will always remember. It was such a great movie. He deserves Best Supporting Actor. I think he will win it. Best Supporting Actress in the Motion Picture, we have Jessica Chastain, A Most Violent Year, Keira Knightley, The Imitation Game, Patricia Arquette for Boyhood, Meryl Streep, Into the Woods, Emma Stone, Birdman. I've only seen 3 of them. I've not seen Into the Woods or A Most Violent Year. Meryl Streep's in there. That's nice. This is like, what, her 80th nomination? I heard she took a shit during lunch one day on a set, and people were just like, oh my god, that was the best push through the colon I've ever seen in my life. She's got to be nominated. It just seems like she's nominated for everything. I just... I'll see Into the Woods, like, if my girlfriend wants to go, but I'm not going to physically see it myself, so I'll tell you what, Meryl Streep. I'm just going to assume that you're good at it. I'll give you this one, okay? I'll give you this one. But still, stop winning everything and stop being nominated for everything. Okay, so, what's going to win? I think Patricia Arquette's got this in the bag for Boyhood. Who should win? Out of the 3 I've seen, I think Patricia Arquette should win. Emma Stone's really close for Birdman. I saw The Imitation Game last week, and I'm going to review in this podcast. Keira Knightley's fine, but it's not... I don't think it's award-worthy, if that makes any sense. I mean, she was really good, but like, there wasn't like one particular scene where I was like, holy shit, nominated. So I think Patricia Arquette will win this one for Boyhood. She was fantastic in the movie. It was nice to see the progression and stuff of her change through her character and stuff, and age appropriately with the time frame of the movie. It was a fantastic performance. And Ethan Hawke for Best Supporting Actor in Boyhood. I mean, it's very... it'd be nice if he won it too, but, J.K. Simmons, like I said, got in the bag. But for Best Supporting Actress, Arquette's got this in the bag. Emma Stone was really good in Birdman. I wouldn't be surprised if she took it either, so... Yeah. I mean, I didn't see Most Violent Year, so I have no idea how Chastain is, but Chastain is always awesome, as always, so if she wins, I'm not going to complain. All right. Best Animated Feature, we had the Lego Movie, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Big Hero 6, the Book of Life, and the Box Trolls. Now, I've seen all of them except for How to Train Your Dragon 2. But out of the ones, what will win? The Lego Movie. What should win? To be honest with you, the Box Trolls. As much as I love the Lego Movie, and it's in my top 10 of the year, I felt like the magic was there when I was watching the Box Trolls. I felt like I was watching something really magical and something really fun, and I love the story. I love the way it was animated with the claymation and everything. The Box Trolls is top notch, but I hear How to Train Your Dragon 2 is badass, and I have not seen it yet, so I can't compare. But out of the 4, Lego Movie will win. I think the Box Trolls should win for just that style of animation is ridiculously good, and like they work so hard on that, and they hardly ever get recognized. So that is my picks for the animated feature. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. We have Michael Keaton, Birdman, Bill Murray, St. Vincent, Ralph Fiennes for The Grand Budapest Hotel, Christoph Waltz, Big Eyes, and Joaquin Phoenix for Inherent Vice. Now, I have seen all of them except for Inherent Vice and St. Vincent, but out of the 3, first of all, I gotta say, I saw Big Eyes. Why is Christoph Waltz nominated? I'll get to Best Actress here in a minute, and I disagree with Amy Adams, too. I liked Big Eyes, but I don't think it should be nominated for anything except for like maybe costume design and like set design and art direction or something. But like, what? Did they just like run out of nominees? They're just like, all right, guys, we have 4 of them. We need someone to fill the 5th spot. What came out around, or what's going to come out around Christmas? Oh, Big Eyes? Yeah, perfect, man. Throw Christoph Waltz in there. I also think since this is the Golden Globes is like. All the nominees are picked by foreign press members. I mean, I imagine like the whole like Golden Globe board consists of like I don't know, Heidi Klum, Arnold, that Russian stereotype played by anyone in any movie, and then maybe like a plant or something. So like I don't think like it's a lot of American members, and I seriously think that, like, they just love Christoph Waltz so much because, he comes from a foreign background, and, like, I don't know. I also don't know what to say. I'm just really fucking confused because he's nominated. But out of the three, what will win? Michael Keaton. Who should win? Out of the three I've seen, Michael Keaton. He totally deserves that category. Fantastic performance in Birdman. Totally knocked it out of the park. All right, moving on. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Julianne Moore for Maps to the Stars. Amy Yap for Big Eyes. Emily Blunt in Into the Woods. Helen Mirren for The 100-Foot Journey. And Quavonjene Wallace for Annie. Holy shit. I've only seen one of those fucking movies, and the nomination of Big Eyes for, or Amy Adams for Big Eyes, I don't think it belongs there, so I honestly can't tell you who's going to fucking win, because I've only seen one movie, and I don't think they deserve to be there. Shit, I don't know, Julianne Moore? I guess. I mean, she's nominated again for, in the drama section, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, moving on. I don't know much more to add to that. Alright. Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. Into the Woods, Birdman, The Grand Budapest Hotel, St. Vincent, and Pride. I've only seen two of them. I've seen Birdman and Grand Budapest. So, and I honestly think this will win out of all five, regardless if I've seen the other three. What will win? Birdman. What should win? Birdman. I really love the Grand Budapest Hotel, and I actually wouldn't mind if that won, but in all honesty, it's going to be Birdman. And it's not even considered like a comedy. It's considered like a dark comedy. I mean, shit. Like, it's super fucking dark, and I don't know why it's in that category, but I mean, yeah, I think Birdman will win. It should win, but if the Grand Budapest Hotel won, I'd still be fucking happy. All right. Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. We have Julianne Moore for Still Alice, Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl, Reese Witherspoon for Wild, Felicity Jones for The Theory of Everything, and Jennifer Aniston for Cake. I've only seen one of the five. I plan on seeing Still Alice, Wild, and The Theory of Everything. I don't think I'm going to see Cake, just because I don't think it's going to come to Dallas. It's not because I don't want to see it, because I honestly don't think it's going to come here. So, out of the five, this is tough, but from what I hear, Julianne Moore is really amazing in Still Alice. So I think who will win? I think it'll be Julianne Moore. Who should win? Obviously, I gotta go with the one I've seen, Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl. I mean, but she's very deserving of that nomination. I mean, she's really fucking creepy in that movie, and she delivers, man. It's something you don't see from her often, and so out of the one movie I've seen out of the five, I think Rosamund Pike should win, but who I think will win as my prediction will be Julianne Moore, because she plays an Alzheimer's. Holy shit, I never can get it right. Maybe I'm having Alzheimer's. Yeah, she plays one of those patients, and apparently she gives like the performance of her career, so I'm assuming she's going to win it. Yeah, I'll check out the other ones, guys, don't worry. Alright, so here's the big prize. Well, I already did Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy, but here's like the big one on the nominees that will possibly be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Now, in Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy, I think Birdman is like the only one that could be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Maybe Grand Budapest, but Birdman for sure. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Best Motion Picture Drama. Boyhood, Foxcatcher, The Imitation Game, Selma, The Theory of Everything. I have seen 3 out of the 5. I've seen Boyhood, Foxcatcher, and Imitation Game. Out of the 3, Boyhood's going to win. Like, who will win? Boyhood. Who should win? Boyhood. I mean, either that or Foxcatcher. Like, Foxcatcher and Boyhood are very, very close, even on my top 10 list right now. And that's how much I love both of those. The Imitation Game was good, but I don't think it's like it's going to... Actually, no, I take that back. Yep, I'm going to do an old switcheroo. This is what happens when you do this thing live. I'm looking at the list, guys, and like I'm just contemplating on what they're going to pick. What will win? I think The Imitation Game will win, but what should win is Foxcatcher or Boyhood out of the 5 I've seen. Yeah, so Listen, guys, like I said, I like The Imitation Game, and I'll get to my review in just a second, but, like, I don't think it should win, but I just have this weird feeling this is the King's Speech all over again. I like the King's Speech, but, like, I liked other movies better that year. I think it's another King's Speech instance, and I think it's going to win Imitation Game. If not, if Boyhood wins, then shit, it's got a chance at the Oscars, and that made me super happy. Oh, I missed the category. I'm an idiot, guys. Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama: Eddie Redmayne for The Theory of Everything, Steve Carell for Foxcatcher, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game, David Oyelowo for Selma, Jake Gyllenhaal for Nightcrawler. This is a fantastic category. I've seen 3 out of the 5. I've not seen Selma or The Theory of Everything. But what I can tell you is this is a very, very close call. Who will win? Eddie Redmayne or David Oyelowo. I think those are the two that are in the front run. I like Benedict Cumberbatch in the Imitation Game, but once again, I don't think it should be nominated. I mean, sure, he should be nominated, but he's not going to win. Steve Carell is amazing in Foxcatcher, and I would love to see him win this. Jake Gyllenhaal is also amazing in Nightcrawler. But Eddie Redmayne is portraying, Stephen Hawking, and then David Oyelowo is portraying Martin Luther King Jr. I think those two have the better shots. Eddie Redmayne is getting very strong buzz, but Selma is coming underneath the fucking rug like a fucking mothball that has been hiding under there for like 3 years, and it's just coming out of nowhere, and like it's getting all this buzz and stuff. So I don't know. I think Selma, David for Martin Luther King Jr. might win this, but as of right now, I'm hearing Eddie Redmayne has got this locked. Who I think should win, Steve Carell or Jake Gyllenhaal. But that's just my picks, and that's also because I've only seen those movies. I haven't seen The Theory of Everything yet. So that is it, guys, for the Golden Globe 2014 nominees. What do you guys think about all these nominees, and who do you think is going to win in certain categories? Are you rooting for people? Are you not rooting for people? Are you a little disappointed? I'm a little fucking disappointed. Now that I've gotten through all the fucking nominees, where in the hell is Whiplash at? J.K. Simmons for supporting actor, and that's it. Where's Best Director? Where's Best Picture? Where's Best Screenplay? And hell, where's Best Editing? Editing's not in this, but my fear is that Whiplash will not be nominated for anything at the Oscars except for supporting actor. At the very, very least, Oscars, Academy, if you will, please, for the love of God, at least nominate Whiplash for Best Editing. That was the most swiftly paced, adrenaline-rushed movie I've seen all year, and it has part to do with the editing. I know you're not going to pick Damien Chazelle for Best Director. I know you're not going to pick it for Best Screenplay, and you might pick it for Best Picture. But for the love of everything that is holy, at least nominate for Best Editing at the Oscars. That's all I ask. Because at least recognize it for that, because it's amazing editing. Rant over with, but Whiplash, people, go see it. Shit. Okay, so those are the nominees for the Golden Globes 2014, guys. Let me get into my brief review of The Imitation Game. So let's get this started. The Imitation Game is directed by Morton Tildum, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Keira Knightley, Matthew Good, and Mark Strong. And this movie is about Alan Turing, who is played by Benedict Cumberbatch, who is a mathematician. He's like a code breaker, and he's hired on to crack the Enigma code for World War II to try to defeat Germany. So let's break this down. Directing. First of all, I'm going to say I really like the movie. Directing. I think it's directed very well. It's a very entertaining movie. It's very suspenseful at times. It's kind of humorous at some points. It's got a nice tone to it. Even though it kind of shifts very fast, occasionally. Like sometimes it's a very hardcore suspense thriller, sometimes it's a very dramatic movie. I think it works. It's a very nice blend, and I think it's overall directed with a very good tone. I love the story. I really like the story. It intrigues me to like go home and actually research everything. So I think he did a very, very good job with that. So the directing is very solid on his end. The acting, this is the best thing I've seen Benedict Cumberbatch, period. Like, he's a fantastic actor. But dear God, he blew me away in this film. The Imitation Game is his best performance by far, especially at the very end when you're just like, holy shit, man, I really feel for this character, because he's a genius throughout this entire movie, and you know that deep down that he's a human being like everyone else, and you know that he just, in the end, wants to love, because this is based off of a real character, and back in the day when he was trying to break the code for Enigma and essentially creating the first blueprints to a computer, he's also homosexual. So that was illegal back in the day, so he was trying to escape that too, and it was just really hard for him, and it's just a really raw, intense performance, and I really, really enjoyed it from Mr. Cumberbatch. So everyone else does fine. I really like Matthew Good in it. I haven't seen him do anything good since Watchmen. He was in that Stoker movie, but I didn't see that one. Keira Knightley does fine. She does a very good job. And then I liked Mark Strong. Who doesn't like Mark Strong? Are you kidding me? So all around, the acting is very, very solid. Very, very good performances all around. They're all amazing. Cinematography, it's shot very well. It's set in the 40s, and like it jumps from when Alan Turing was a child to when he was trying to break the code, and then it shows clips of like the future where like, you know, like the cops are getting involved and stuff because they're trying to arrest him for homosexuality. So I think it does a pretty good job depicting all the times and stuff. I love the way it's shot. I love old-timey movies, especially set over in Europe and stuff. And I have no complaints on the cinematography. It's shot very well, very beautiful in some parts. Editing-wise, this movie's about an hour and 50 minutes, and it does fly by. Because like I said, the suspense aspect of this film, it keeps you on the edge of your seat and keeps you wanting more and like what's going to happen, like what's going to go down. And I thought the pace and the rhythm to it was very, very good. I didn't have any problems with that. So overall, I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's a very solid movie, a very solid biopic, very well directed, terrific performances, shot well. It goes by very fast. There's other movies this year that, you know, touched me more than The Imitation Game, and other movies that really spoke to me more than Imitation Game. But like I said, very solid film. It comes out Christmas Day if you want to see it. So 7.5 out of 10. Just a very good movie, guys. Go check it out if you are interested, especially if you want to see Benedict Cumberbatch. Because I'll watch anything with him in it, so this was a very good movie for me to watch him in. All right, so that is it for The Imitation Game review. Let's move on to end this podcast with the box office results for the weekend. At number 5, we have Big Hero 6 with $6 million. And right now, domestic, it's at 185. Worldwide, it's at 253 on a budget of 165. Yikes. They need like 330 just to break even. So like they still got a long way to go. I have no idea what's going to happen in this movie. It was a fun movie. It was cute, but like it wasn't like my favorite of the year or anything. Number 4, top 5. Top 5 made it into the top 4. I don't know where I was going. I was trying to make a funny, but it didn't work. It never works. Top 5 comes in number 4 with $7.2 million. Its budget is unlisted, but it came out this week, so it made $7.2 million domestic. Number 3 is Penguins of Madagascar with $7.3 million, so it was very, very close to the raunchy Chris Rock comedy. On a budget of $132, worldwide right now, it's got $174. Holy shit, this one's kind of tanking too. Fuck. That's embarrassing. All right. Number 2 is Hunger Games Mockingjay Part Uno with 13.2 million on a budget of 125. It's worldwide right now is at 611 with a domestic of 277. Wow. I mean, it's made its money back plus profit just in the States. And then it just like doubles everything world. That's so awesome. Like, because I actually really like those movies, and so I'm really happy for it. So, congratulations, Hunger Games. You are still dominating the box office. Number 1, Exodus: Gods and Kings with 24 million. Its budget, 140. Worldwide, on its first weekend, 74. It needs to make 280 to break even. That's very disappointing for this huge epic. So that's not good. 24 million for this strong of a movie. Yeah. Okay, so that will do it for this week's box office. There's your top 5 for the week, ladies and gentlemen. But that's it. We've come to a close. Another episode has wrapped up on this podcast. So let's go ahead and close this thing out. If you guys want to follow me on Spreaker here, you can click that follow button and do just that. You'll get updates on live shows and when I post these things. You guys can also find me on iHeartRadio, so wider audience, I guess. There you go. Yippee. If you guys want to follow me on my Twitter to get updates on live shows, when I post shit, I post funny, stupid stuff all the time. It's at Real Chase Lee, REEL Chase Lee, all one word. If you guys want to like my Facebook page to get updates on live shows, movie reviews, movie trailer drops, news, whatever, it's facebook.com/Real Reviews with Chase Lee, all one word. If you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube page to get all these podcasts, I have short films, web series, movie reviews. I got a bunch of shit on there you could probably procrastinate yourself with and not do your finals this week. That is youtube.com/Shabutnik75. And that you spell that with a capital S, lowercase HABOOTNIK75. All one word. Is that all the social media? Yeah, I guess that's it. So that's it, guys, for episode 56 of this podcast. I want to thank you all for listening. You guys are amazing. I love you all. You guys keep me going on this show because shit, I never expected after a year of doing this I would have any plays or follows on any of my podcasts. You guys are amazing. I hope to keep doing this every week for you guys. But I want you guys to have a good night, a good day. If you're taking a dump on the toilet, that's okay. Just don't shake my hand if I ever meet you. Yeah, you guys have a good rest of the week. Yeah. You guys are just amazing. Next week, for the last episode of 2014, because the episode after that will be my top 10 of 2014. So next week is just a normal episode. I'll probably have my reviews of The Interview and The Hobbit for sure. So those will be my 2 reviews for the podcast next week, plus news, trailers. You guys know the drill. So I'm Chase Lee. This is Real Me and a movie podcast. I want you guys to have a good day, good night. Peace out, everyone. See you next week.